question, Jeff, before the break. Video question. This comes from Jason. Oh, there's Jason there.
Hey guys. So my question for the team today is, what are the characteristics and personal qualities senior leadership looks for in employees that they deem as high potential and high performing and that are selected for the Succeed program?
Perfect. Thanks, Jason. So
the leadership characteristics?
Characteristics and qualities, yeah.
So I've covered a bunch of these, but let me just see if I can add on to it a bit. At least I hope I have my friend Jason. I think that people underestimate what I'm going to call resilience and determination and overcoming adversity. I'm going to talk personally now. I had a mentor in my life. He saved me. I did leave Elliston at one point. I went through a bit of a crisis with my dad. I said, I won't get into that. But I had a mentor who got me through it, and he taught me that the joy of life and the pain of life is the same thing. And that I know this is kind of zen, but this is the way it is. And that you need to embrace the pain in your life with the same vigor as you embrace the joy, because they cannot be separated, and the pain isn't going away anyway. And the most successful people that I have met in my life are not only resilient, meaning they just stick with it, they keep going, they fall down, they get up, but they're able to do it in a way that is, and I've not always been successful at this, by the way, in a way that helps to spread joy rather than helps to kill it. Take your pain out on others. If you can figure that out, and I would encourage you to do some reading about that. I think you'll not only be a great leader, but you'll have a happy life. And nothing about this world is easy in it. And if anything I've said over the course of the last couple of hours has indicated to you that life is easy, let me correct you right away. So, in addition to the things that I said earlier, I would say resilience. The thing I learned from Jim Collins, who wrote my favorite book, Good to Great, I should put a plug in. It's the best. I've read 1,000 management books. The best one I read, it's about 20 years old now, is one called Good to Great. If you care to read it, we have some copies upstairs. I'll autograph one and send it to you. Doesn't mean you have to buy everything in it. I don't buy everything in it. It just happens to be the best one I ever read. One of the things that Jim Collins, and it's very readable, by the way, one of the things that Jim Collins said that was he found in most of the really great leaders that he'd seen, because that's what the book is about, is what he called short-term pessimism and long-term optimism, which meant that they had the ability to tackle the problems, to face the challenges in life, to be worried about stuff so that they weren't surprised. But even in the face of all that, and then a lot of times you get surprised, it's really tough, to never lose faith, never lose your optimism, never lose your happiness that it was going to be okay in the end. And if you can combine those two, I think that's terrific. And then there's the curiosity thing. And I did mention this earlier, but just stay curious, right? I'm learning a terrific amount from my kids now. Not that I have any choice. But his mantra, which actually was in one of his other books called Built to Last, was try a lot of stuff and see what works. So don't expect that you found the answer. Don't expect that it's going to ever be laid out there for you, or that your ability to predict. Never have confidence in your ability to predict what's going to happen, because you will fail, or B, what's going to work, because you will fail. So just try different things and see. Just be able to make the decision quickly when you see something doesn't work. Don't get your ego tied up in it. When you see something that does work, hand it off to somebody else. That's what I would add to what I said earlier.
Perfect. Okay, everyone, we're going to